Hey Aries, how you guys doing? Welcome to the Crow Tarot. We're going to be doing your second half of March general reading. We're going to start off with some animal energy, but of course. So let's see what the animal energy is for Aries for second half of March. Let's do it. What's the animal energy for Aries for second half of March? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay. All right, fire sign, you ready? Fire ant. So, we're going to pull tarot, of course, around this because this can mean a few different things. But just at first glance, this has a lot to do with discerning, your own thoughts and what's right for you amidst the court of public opinion. Now, the court of public opinion could be your friends, your family, your coworkers, your partner, right? Whatever have you. But this is really about kind of a hive mentality type of deal. And you're really being called to, you know that you don't have to do things the way that everybody else does them. Just because it works for someone else don't mean it's gonna work for you. And you're very aware of that, okay? So let's get some tarot and see what's going on for y'all. So guess what? I got a new deck. I did not even know this existed. I actually had to, it was a bit of a wait time because it's new, I believe. But there is a deck called the Crow Tarot. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, and the Emperor, Aries energy, yay! I love that. I'm so obsessed with this deck, so I'm really excited to premiere it right now. Okay, let's see what is going on from Aries for second half of March. Let's see what's going on for y'all. Let's see what's going on for my Aries. What's going on for Aries for second half of March? Ooh. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely. There could definitely be some juggling going on, but this feels more like optionality. You might be considering your best option around something or someone, okay? This very much feels like optionality to me. You may be leaning more one way than the other. You may even be asking people for advice, or maybe you've stopped asking people for advice around this, but I'm getting a sense of optionality here, kind of weighing your options type deal. Let's get another one for my Aries for second half of March. Okay, so we got 9 of Swords in the upright. Look at that, 9 of Swords in the upright. Okay, so, this is what we call that, nightmare card. But I have to tell you something. I feel like in this context, what I'm getting from this, I think you're going to have important realizations that happen in the nighttime. It could be through dreams. It could even be through like a nightmare, whatever. I don't know why I had to air quote nightmare, but I think you're going to be getting some important downloads or information in the nighttime about these options. That you're kind of mulling over at the moment. It just feels like nighttime's very important. I really feel like there's going to be important information or things are going to come to light in dream time. Or even in that time when you're laying down to bed and you're not quite asleep yet, you're kind of like half in, half out. That's a time when it's really easy for spirit to connect with us, and we can get really great downloads if we just hang out in that energy for a little bit before we completely conk out. You know what I mean? You might be wanting to forge a different path, go a different way than others around you or than others have done. I really feel like this is a call to like your individuality and what works for you in particular, right? I'm not sure it's going to be too helpful to take your cue from anyone else right now. This is really a call to just really do you, but in order to do that, you're being called to get very specific on what it is that works for you, right? Sometimes we can get caught up in just going with the grain, and then it's like, wait a dang minute. What in the water cooler is going on here? All right, let's get another one for y'all. Okay, so we got 9 of Wands here. So 2 9s here, which is what happens right before a cycle is completed, right? So this is feeling a little, you may be feeling a bit tired, a little world weary. I do feel like you guys have been doing a lot. That's also indicated by the fire ant energy. This is a very active energy. I mean, look at all those ants. But I want to point something out here. Do you see the sun in this card, and then do you see kind of the mirroring here? I'm really getting over and over that you are about to have relief from these times. It's just there's some things, some loose ends, some things that need to be figured out and cemented before you feel this kind of relief. But honestly, I'm not getting an energy from you guys that it feels like you're very active right now. It does. It feels like you're very active right now. It doesn't really feel like, this Nine of Wands can be just like, wow, I'm really tired. I'm going to keep on going, but I'm tired. So you could be tired. Okay. Especially it's Mercury retrograde. You could be feeling tired here, but I'm really getting that it's really more about you're really just coming to the point where you're about done with this present cycle. Of figuring things out, figuring out what works for you, not what works for the collective, not what works for Mima and Papa, not what works for your coworkers or your partner or whatever have you, okay? I like it. I mean, this really feels like it's really about your individuality and forging your own individual path. You could be taking risks right now, right? You could be moving to a completely new place. You could be entering into a new relationship. You could be exiting one. It just feels like there's some newness and change and risk-taking right now. Let's get a clarifier for this Two of Pentacles, though. Let's get a clarifier for this Two of Pentacles, please, and thank you for my Aries. Okay. Seven of Cups here. Yep. So this is, this makes sense, right? You're weighing things out. You're figuring things out. You're figuring out what your best option is. The Seven of Cups is just, this really makes sense with the fire ant energy too. I really feel like there's a lot of going on, but it really feels like there's a lot of people giving you their opinion, whether it's solicited or not. Maybe you're soliciting it, maybe not. But it does feel like there's a lot of optionality here, kind of a foggy mind space. Maybe that is why you're going to be getting downloads in the dream time, because in your waking hours, it's hard to find clarity around it. I really feel like, advice here. I keep hearing advice and counsel. And I'm hearing that you're going to be your own best counsel right now, not necessarily those around you. That could be different for everybody. But just, sometimes when people give us advice, they can only speak from their own experience. So you've always got to filter it through that perspective. We are a product of our experiences, right? Well, we're either a product of or a reaction to our experiences, I should say. Let's get a clarifier on this Nine of Swords, though, please and thank you. Wow. Okay. So we got the Seven of Pentacles here, so another 7 here to clarify the Nine of Swords. So this is waiting and trusting that the seeds you've planted will bear fruit, but it is a waiting energy, so you are being called to have patience here. The fact that it is clarifying the Nine of Swords, I'm hearing to don't try to figure everything out all at once. I know that you guys as Aries, it's like, no, we like to know what's going on and have a course of action and a plan and all of our ducks in a row, so to speak. But I'm hearing that all will be revealed, and things are going to come into alignment, especially in the nighttime through your downloads. If you are someone who meditates in the morning, I would try doing it at night as well, or switching to nighttime right now. That just feels important. You can't. I'm really hearing that not everything is going to be figured out all at once, right? Allow some unknowns to exist within and around you. Embrace the unknown, right? Embrace the unknown. Okay, let's get one for this Nine of Wands here. Why don't we though? Okay. Clarifier for the Nine of Wands here, please and thank you. Oh, okay, so I got 2. I'm gonna take them. Okay. So we got the Knight of Pentacles here, which I'm completely obsessed with. This is success. It's, it is something that takes time to manifest, though, which makes sense with the Seven of Pentacles popping up here. So it may take a little time to achieve some clarity, but I see things really, you achieving this greater clarity here probably around the springtime is what I'm getting here, or in April, right? In your birthday season, perhaps. Right? This was really good, but this really shows me that you keep putting in this effort, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and embracing the unknowns, right? Being okay with what isn't exactly figured out yet, the details that are eluding you up to this point, right? That is, you know, you're moving in the right direction. As long as you're coming from you're holding space for the unknown right now, feels really important to you. Important for you, right? But yeah, the Knight of Pentacles zone. We also have the Queen of Swords here popping up here, right? Air sign energy here. So, you know, the Queen of Swords is that energy where it's like, yeah, I will absolutely hear everything you have to say as long as it's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And so help you, God, if it ain't, because I will show you the sword. Oh, yes, I will. I will cut you. I can say that. I'm an air sign, I'm an aqua, so it's like, yeah, I know this energy pretty well. But you may have to be in that place coming forward here, and I really feel like because of this fire ant energy, right, you really may have to say to certain people or people in positions of authority, especially, like, you know what, no, thank you, but no thank you. I know what's best for me, and you may have to defend what's right for you is what I'm getting from the Queen of Swords. You may have to actively defend what is best for you, defend your choices and decisions, but use your discernment around that, right? You gotta pick and choose your battles here is what I'm getting. You are very much being called to step into your individuality, and especially for those of you, this feels like a number one life path number, right? Where you're being called to really do you unabashedly so amidst the, you know, thoughts and opinions of others or the overwhelming amount of options that you may have coming up here, okay? Let's go ahead and pull an oracle for you guys. Pull an oracle from Aries. Oh my God, I just split the deck and got Dreamtime Creation, I'm telling you. There's something important about the messages and the clarity. You know, I'm hearing dream journal. If you guys don't dream journal, now especially for the second half of March into April, I'm feeling, especially in your birthday season for sure, you might just want to keep a little dream journal or notepad or a legal pad or whatever have you, or the notes app on your phone, whatever works. Because I really feel like you're going to get these messages and insights and clarity in your dream time, and then you're going to wake up and not want to forget them and just write them down, okay? Even if it's just bullet points, okay? Let's get an oracle from Aries here. Oh, that took 2 seconds. Oh, did I not just say springtime, spring equinox, rebirth? I absolutely feel this. Where was that? Okay. Do you see the two bunnies? Can you see that? The bunny here in this card and the bunny here. Yeah, this is beautiful. I think this is speaking beautifully to you're going to have a really fabulous birthday season. Okay? But there is going to be a rebirth here. And look, I mean, she's absolutely standing in her power, right? This Mother Gaia energy here, spring equinox, Ostara energy here. I absolutely love it, right? So this feels very appropriate to you. You're going through all of this, figuring out what works for you, taking the time to hold space for the unknown, really getting in those downloads at night. And there is going to be a rebirth that happens where you emerge a new version of yourself, right? You're just literally you're updating right now like a computer. You're updating. You're downloading. Right? And then you're going to come into this new, beautiful, you know, version of yourself where you feel very in your power, very aligned. And I think the springtime, especially your birthday season, is going to be especially abundant for you. Okay? And I actually do want to pull an angel card for y'all, just as a last little end note here. Okay? Yes. All right. Ooh. Oh my God, I love it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, gentleness. Wait, is my finger covering that? Okay. Gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Pretty much the opposite of this, right? Hold on, my ring's falling off now. Pretty much the opposite of this. Gentleness is absolutely the key. Okay, because there's a lot going on in your external environment that is not so gentle, but feels very like almost masculine energy where it's like, gotta get it done, get her done, right? Type deal. Yeah, the gentleness for sure. Because remember how I said that you're you know, like a computer, you're kind of getting a good update here. It's not always a comfortable time, right? Gentleness is absolutely the key. Really speaking beautifully to this fire ant energy here. So you really may have to remove yourself from a lot of the people around you that, you know, who probably have the best of intentions, darlings. You know, don't they always, right? Have the best of intentions. But right now you're really being called to be your own counsel right now, and really separate yourself from the hive mentality. And I keep hearing family. I think your family or friends that you consider family, chosen family, but it could be work too, might have very strong opinions about these shifts and changes that you're considering and going through. Okay, so you're really being called to really embody that number 1 life path number and be an individual, unabashedly so, while holding space for the unknown. And finding pleasure in not having all the answers. That's the ticket. That is the ticket. Okay, my lovely Aries, this was your second half of March general reading. I so hope that this was of help to you and resonated with you. If it was, and it did, please let me know in the comments below. I would just love that. Also, I am available for personal readings again. So all of that info is in the About Me section. And with that being said, Aries, I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching this. And thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.